So Ubisoft just caught us off guard with a post on their social media accounts showing off a couple new surprises, including a new project reveal that they are working on. Now this was actually a couple days ago, but I've just been super busy lately. I had an airsoft game and I was out all weekend, and then I was too tired to get around the computer and write a script, so instead we are just going to have a chill little talk with some gameplay over it, and I'm just going to give you guys my opinion on this and what do I expect. Now I will be honest, this actually hyped me up quite a little bit. I'm not the same one either. The Reddit for Ghost Recon has seen a lot of attention lately, which is also pretty good, because the truth is, besides the photo contest, there has been nothing new to celebrate the 20th anniversary. So since they are finally announcing something, it's hard to look the other way, especially with the bombshell like this announcing a new project reveal. Now I have seen a couple videos and some other people ideas and thoughts on what this project is all about. A lot of people were saying it's Operation Motherland, which is supposed to be the biggest DLC up to date, and that will, according to them anyways, provide a lot of replayability to the game, which we really need. There is no replayability at the moment unless you like playing the raids. With that said, I totally disagree with that. Operation Motherland is not new at all. I mean, it's not out yet and we don't know what it is all about, but in the end of the day, it's just a DLC. It's not a completely different project. Unless it is and I'm stupid, and in the end of the day the massive new project is in fact another DLC, which I mean, at this point I wouldn't be overly surprised. They tricked us with the Lara Croft stuff in the past, and then in the end of the day, after months of waiting and hype around the social media, it was only a walk in the woods. Literally. Now we will get back to the project reveal in a second though, cause I do have some ideas which I want to speculate, but we'll talk about that later, because they also announced, as the first surprise, Ghost Recon Legacy. Now what is Ghost Recon Legacy all about? No idea. Now a lot of people have also been speculating that it could be a remaster of past games, and maybe that's why Ubisoft has been so busy enough to the point that they barely dropped any content for Breakpoint. Maybe they were just working on something really cool for the 20th anniversary. I mean, it is 2 decades. And as much as I would love to see games like Advanced Warfighter or Future Soldier getting a remaster, I don't think that's the case. I don't think remastering a game is that simple. I mean, maybe it is, but with barely any content for their new game, why will they waste so much time remastering their old stuff? Again, it might be simple, and if that's the case, you can bet your money I'm going to pay for that. I mean, Advanced Warfighter is what got me into shooters in the first place. I love the game, and seeing it remastered will be absolutely awesome, especially for the new fans of the franchise who never got to play those games. But to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit more grounded with this legacy stuff. Maybe it's a Future Soldier DLC, maybe it's an Advanced Warfighter DLC, or maybe none of the above. It might just be a skin, a paid skin on the store, or like 2 missions, who knows. I hope it's a remaster, but my hopes aren't that high. We're just gonna have to wait and see, I guess. Now the second surprise on is a live behind the scenes look at Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. Again, not really sure what this is all about. That's the thing with Ubisoft. I noticed they like to announce things but then not explain anything at the same time. They're the absolute best at doing this. I really gotta take my hat off for them. They can always reveal something and in the end you don't know anything. In fact, you know even less. But in the end of the day, it might be something like what we saw in the presentation of X-Defiant, in which we got to meet the team, there was a Q&A session, and you could see how hyped the team was right before they saw the like counter on YouTube. But to be honest, I'm not really hyped about this one, but hey, I'll watch it regardless. Not my piece of cake, but what I do want is fresh new gameplay. Now getting back into the last surprise, we have the new project reveal. And dude, I hope it's a new game. I really do. I don't think it is. I think it's too soon. And it felt like yesterday that they were asking us what we would like to see in a new game. But it might be a reveal for something that's going to drop in a couple of years from now. And if that's the case, that will be awesome. I really want a new game so much. And I really think everyone does too. Breakpoint was an experience that didn't work out. It's kinda like Battlefield Hardline. Some people loved it, some people hated it, but the game improved on a lot of stuff. But fast forwarding some years and it's like it never existed. Everyone just skips it, and I really think that's what's going to happen with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It just was not memorable and it will soon be forgotten. unless they mess it up even worse in their next game, which I want to believe they won't. I like to think that they learn with their mistakes, they saw what worked and what people enjoyed, and then they saw what didn't work and what people disliked about it. And hopefully, if this is a new game, they will make sure to use the strong parts of Ghost Recon Breakpoint and cut out the bad ones. And just to make it clear, drones are a really bad thing. No surprises there. But even with that said, and this is why I'm hyped about the possibility of a new game, and what a lot of people fail to realize is that Breakpoint improved on so many things. The movement is a lot smoother than before, the map looks visually stunning, the customization is off the roof in comparison to 99% of the games out there, even though Wildlands had some better stuff on it, glitter suits are just an example. But then with immersive mode and all the different world parameters, in the end of the day, you had a really good game, The main story was horrible, just horrible, I didn't finish, I promise, but they improved so much in other aspects that it really is a shame that those things that I just mentioned were not the selling point of this game. The selling point of this game was drones, masked knights with capes, and a very repetitive story that mostly revolves around tracking down a dude so he can give you information on another dude that you later had to find so he could tell you the right location on where you could kill the final dude. But once you get there, the mission is plagued by flying drones and behemoths, and that just sucks, man, it really does. Obviously, I cannot forget the washed down RPG elements like multiple dialogue options that made no difference in the end, and some stupid missions like gathering flowers, which I refuse myself to finish, and I never will. So it is very easy to understand why 90% of the fans left what it is, in my opinion, a really good franchise with a lot of really good elements on it. So if this new project premiere is a new game, then make sure you focus on the right selling points. I want to see an Armalite game, a military-inspired game, a tactical shooter in every sense of the word, where you need to plan your stuff, bring what you need, make it harder, don't make it in a way that I can just lower my difficulty and out of nowhere I'm just playing in God mode. I'm not saying make it like Stalker, where you are miserable in every difficulty, but give us some challenge, people are still going to buy it, especially if it's a good and grounded to reality game, just like the past games have been. But anyway guys, those were my 2 cents regarding the post from Ubisoft that was actually 2 days ago. Probably already mentioned that. This is so hard without a script, but I'm very hyped about this. The title is not wrong, and if I don't sound hyped, that's just because I'm really tired, but I really wanted to push this video out, and I want to know your opinion on this, what you expect from the live stream, what you want to see, and what you think they should avoid. Let me know all of these things down in the comment section, and if you could be so kind to leave a like for more like this, it really makes a difference and I would greatly appreciate it. I'll also take the opportunity to say that I do have a Discord which can be found in my banner. You just click on it and it takes you directly to my server where we have a ton of Breakpoint players. So there really is no reason for you to play all by yourself, especially if this is in fact a replayable mode for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But that's all for today guys, I'll see you all tomorrow with yet another video, but until then have a good one and I'll see you guys on the next one. CUSTER Plays signing out.